So, how are most sales teams using AI right now, if they're using AI at all?
Most of the time, what we're seeing in today's environment is AI, both predictive and generative, being brought in to assist sellers in the work they're doing today. So think about an opportunity like suggesting a next best offer in a conversation or helping break down calls to look for coaching points. Things that are an ability for the seller to be augmented and assisted by the AI recommendations and evaluations. So it's really tied to the workflow that sellers have today, the ways they sell today, and again, constrained by the resources that they're able to access in that environment.
So, let's bring Jean in on the conversation. Jean, this one's for you. One place AI is already being used is customer service. So, what have we learned from those pilots, especially as they've scaled?
In customer service, AI shines at speed and scale, handling routine queries, reducing wait times, and learning from every call. But scaling reveals cracks, bad data, lack of empathy, and hallucinations. Lesson learned? Autonomy is powerful, but oversight and trust still matter. A lot.
I think that's right, Gene. I would push on two things. I think you can separate the places where AI is really taking on an autonomous role, thinking about, for example, handling the easiest set of queries and deflecting those and being able to handle those without having to use an agent. And again, I agree with you on that still needing oversight and guardrails on it. And separate that from the use cases in customer service that are also very powerful, which is assisting a live agent in actively getting much better call handle times, much better close rates, and taking the toil out of the job. So I think there's really both of those at play in customer service. And honestly, that's what we're seeing in the future for sales teams as well. Would you agree, Jean?
Absolutely. Sales teams want the best of both worlds: autonomy for efficiency, assistance for quality. In future sales, agents won't just take tasks, they'll amplify human strengths and reduce the grunt work. The trick? Knowing when to let humans lead and when to let agents run.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more on that. I actually think this concept of sellers today being the frontline worker at the bottom of the totem pole is going to be very different in the future. I think the opportunity for sellers to actually turn from feeling like they have to do everything and be the artist that is designing the masterpiece of the deal by themselves, which is often the mindset we hear, to now actually being the orchestrator, the conductor of a set of digital workers that are able to take on many parts of their job to sometimes probably a better quality level than they could even do today, while still really owning the artistry of delivering the sale and of managing that team of digital agents, digital workers that they are in charge of to deliver that value for customers.
I definitely want to go into that artistry, but first, let's land at 2035, and specifically with the role that AI agents will play. So what kind of doors will AI agents open for sales teams that are currently closed to them?
At the core, I think it's really being able to bring the level of service and the opportunity to delight customers at the level that today they do with their most strategic customers to every customer, not only the ones they have today, but the ones that are on the potential list for them. Now, if you think about it, the mental model I think about for 2035 is you take the most sophisticated sales team that's assigned to the most strategic account in a company. That team will have account managers, it will have sales administrators, it will have specialists, it may have technical or field engineers supporting them. There may be pricing and operational support and customer success and dedicated professional services. And you think about the kind of constellation that we bring to our best customers at the top of the sort of segmentation pyramid because we can afford it. The value potential is there. In the future, if you now take that down market customer that might be in the mid market, where today we only have the resourcing to maybe have a part-time account manager. In the future, that account manager can have agentic workers that take on some of those roles, that can be their sales admin, that can be the customer success support person, that can bring the product specialization to a level that enables that account manager to serve a mid-market account with a similar level, obviously not the same, but a similar level of support and delight and opportunity as you can only afford to do at the top of the pyramid. And then you take that even further. Now take it to the customers you can't reach today, where they don't have an opportunity to work with one of your sellers. Maybe the transactions are too small. Maybe they're in a language that you can't reach with your current sales force. Now AI can provide a much more front of customer experience. And we're seeing some already test the early days of that today that gives us some level of confidence that by 2035, you're going to have the opportunity to have autonomous sellers that can do some level of that customer relationship management for the longer tail or harder to serve customers in the market.